Hey there, Shade Tree Mechanic Benjamin. Going to show y'all uh, how to take off the access cover here, and then how to depressurize the fuel system. So, this thing, regrettably, is not like the 2003 to 2004 models. They had screws, so it was a very straightforward affair. You just had to find the right size of tool to use. Yeah, this is a little bit of a pain, but it's got this butyl tape sticking it to the, what do you call that, the subframe, and this was going to be Mr. Nice Guy, the trim tool I was talking about with you earlier, but it looks like it's going to be pretty useless. The gaps are just not there to try to make use of it, get any leverage. So plan B, and that gap looks so small, I think I'm gonna have to go the razor blade route. See if I can cut a little channel here where even Mr. Crowbar can start getting leverage. Oh, that stuff is pretty tough. My goodness. I'll give it a try. Hooray! Semi-success. Now you can sturdy crowbar, you can twist it sideways. At a certain point, maybe your hand leverage will just be enough. Yes. Alright, so now we have access. And what are we looking for? Right now, we are not messing with the fuel lines. Because this thing is live, so to speak. Have not depressurized the fuel system yet. We are looking for this electrical connector. And he should come straight up and out. Oh, easier said than done. My heavens. Maybe I'll just have to trust me that I got it done. But what I'm going to do is hold on a second. Wonder if I can stick it right here in the seat cushion without unintentionally turning off the video. No good. But yeah, I'm gonna wrestle with this guy. Get a screwdriver on that tab while I pull on that side and that side of the connector. We'll see how that goes. Oh, well there I learned something useful. It wasn't this top bit, where the little skinny flange sits. It's that whole thing. this whole thing was the electrical connector. And so you actually can get a much better grip than I thought you could. And that is what the unplugged thingamabob looks like. And now we are going to do the rest of the pressure release process. Page back in our Haynes manual, since we took away our handy dandy crowbar bookmark. Okay, first bit, we're going to remove the fuel filler cap. Then we're going to try to crank the engine. We're going to crank it for 3 or 4 seconds. And then finally, so fuel filler cap, I'm sure you're all familiar there. So there, we ought to be good there. And we try to crank. And try again for 3 or 4 seconds. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. So now we have a depressurized fuel system. And before we do anything else though, we need to remember to take off the negative terminal of the battery. Remove the electrical component of the system. We do not need any sparks. There are more electrical connectors inside. And filming gets funny sometimes. I'm using my head to support the hood right now. Oh, now I can use the back of my hand. I have no assistance. Oh boy. And what was I doing? Negative terminal of the battery, that's right. And that's just a 10mm nut. So, which we already know we've got on our handy dandy wrench. All right. This is a little bit hard to get hold of, isn't it? That should be good enough. Yep, need a little further. Oh, and I say that should be enough. Wow, that's nuts. This thing is really frozen on pretty solid. I don't know what accounts for that. But yeah, you're getting this unfiltered. I've never done this before. Well, I've taken the negative terminal off the battery, but I've never done this specific job before, and you get to see all the things that can possibly go wrong, or a little sideways, as the more generous description may be, and hopeful description. So this is the negative terminal, so we're not worried about shorting to anything, because it already is the negative, the ground. So the only thing we'd be worried about is the positive signal. And stay tuned. You don't need to watch the rest of this battle. See you in the next video.